The university's new sports complex is ready for action. And NFL is taking over London. But are more people playing it too? Hello, I'm Valia Pilyanidi and you are watching Solent Sports News. We start this evening with the Premier League, where Southampton's Director of Football Operations has resigned. Ross Wilson, the man who has played a central role to Saints player trading, will join Rangers in the Scottish Premiership, and he is expected to be announced later this week. Our reporter Doug Webber is live at St Mary's Stadium now. Doug, what's the latest?
Thanks, Valia. Yes, I'm here at a very wet St Mary's Stadium in Southampton. And as you've just heard, Southampton have announced the departure of Ross Wilson. In a statement on their website, they said Southampton Football Club can confirm today that the departure of its Director of Football Operations, Ross Wilson, ahead of him taking up a role at Glasgow Rangers. Later in the statement, the club's chief executive, Martin Semmons, added that the decision was in part due to the opportunity to go back to Scotland for Wilson. He added, "Thanks for the tireless hard work and energy Ross has given to Saints over the past 5 years. Earlier we spoke to Graham Hiley, a former press officer for the Saints. This was his reaction.
You always worry a little bit. It creates a bit of uncertainty, a little bit of turmoil within the club. It always seems that there's some kind of upheaval. The key thing now is for the club to decide what direction they want to take. It's a question of how much money the owner is prepared to put in, how much he's prepared to back the manager, how much they're prepared to spend to recruit the best player.
Wilson himself added, "It has been a privilege to work for Southampton Football Club. I have enjoyed the challenge of working alongside our outstanding staff." So the search for a new Director of Football starts today. The coming weeks and months will be very interesting. Back to you, Valia.
Thank you, Doug. Gareth Southgate's England are in European Championship qualifying action tonight. A win away to Bulgaria could see them reach next year's finals if results go their way. The squad will be looking to bounce back following their 2-1 defeat to Czech Republic on Friday night. Now for some local success. Solent Kestrel's basketball team remain undefeated. The Kestrels have gained another victory against Barking Abbey with a 95-45 score. Travis Charles led the way with 22 points. It was the third consecutive win for the Kestrels at the National Basketball League Division 1. Solent Kestrels are just one of many sports teams that use the sports center at Solent University. The center is due to open officially this week, so Matt Bishop, head of sports in here, is in the studio. Matt, thank you for coming in today for our very first live show of the year.
Hiya.
Hello, thank you for coming.
No problems.
So, firstly, can you please explain exactly what your role is?
I look after, so I'm head of sports programs, so I look after the structure for sport at the university, from participation, recreation sport, competition sport, all the way through to performance.
And what advantages does the new centre can offer in comparison to the old one?
There's no comparison really. It's an unbelievable facility for indoor sport at the university, and it's really going to be a game changer for us moving forward. And the opportunity for students and for our basketball programme in the city to come into a facility that's state of the art is really exciting. We're really looking forward to it, and we've been open for 4 or 5 months now. We're already starting to see the benefits of the facility.
The centre is due to launch this week, right? What are the plans?
We've got the official launch on Thursday this week. We've got a lot of VIPs coming down, and we've got 2 celebrity guests coming along to do this official naming, and they're going to be interviewed. It's Helena Lucas, who's a Paralympic sailor, and former Solent University graduate Kelly Sim, who is a GB gymnast, who's been part of our programme for our performance programme on our HPA for the last 4 years, but also just finished with a first-class degree in the summer, so it'd be great to see her, welcome her back as well.
Great. What does it mean to you to be able to work at a facility like this?
It's something we've been waiting for a long time now, and it's really exciting to come to work and be in a facility that's just state of the art, and it's just essentially within the sector of higher education, but also within the city of Southampton. It's a really iconic facility and one that the university should be very proud of. You mentioned earlier on about the Kestrels programme and the basketball that we're playing in there now with our 13 National League teams. We had 280 people spectating in the game on Saturday. It's bringing a real community vibe into the heart of the campus here at the university.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck with the official launch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now on to American football, which has gained a large following from people in the UK over the past 10 years. The introduction of the NFL International Series in London has helped to expand the sport in this country. With more on the story, Ben Wakeford reports.
American football is one of the quickest growing sports in the UK in terms of its popularity. The interest level is growing swiftly. Participation in American football in the UK has been up in the tens of thousands since the early 2000s and is open to anyone who is interested. The number of people involved in the sport is likely to continue growing as the game gets more exposure. A major factor to the growth of the game in the UK is the number of NFL games being played in England, which began in 2007. These games are also broadcast on national TV for free. The games being played in London are part of the NFL International Series, which includes 2 games at Wembley and 2 games at the brand new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. There is also a game played in Mexico each year. It's not just the fans that enjoy the trip. The players seem to love the experience of playing overseas.
But it's a lot of fun. The fans the game is really fun. You know, they cheer for everything. Flags, don't matter. They just want to scream. It's the NFL, man. They excited for us to be there.
It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely a cool experience, even just getting off the plane and being able to, see Panther gear, overseas. So it's been a lot of fun. Guys are excited. Guys are fresh. So we're ready to go out there and get a win on Sunday.
There are teams for seniors, juniors, and even at the university level. Clubs are being founded all over the country, and educational organisations like universities is the ideal place for this sport to thrive. As well as playing for your club or university team, there is also a chance if you're talented enough to play for Team GB and represent your country. But also new to 2019 is the University All-Star Game, which was played for the first time, which featured all of the best talent universities have to offer. The views on the international games seem to be the same, no matter which player you ask.
Well, I always enjoy the NFL experiences, and this is one of the most unique ones to me, being in the UK. So I'm excited to play in front of our fans, in front of a lot of fans. I expect to see a lot of different jerseys in the crowd, but that's one thing that we get to be privileged to play in this league, and I'm happy.
The next NFL game to be played in London is the Cincinnati Bengals against the Los Angeles Rams, which takes place on the 27th of October, this time at Wembley Stadium. Whatever the future holds for the NFL, one thing is for sure: American football is not leaving the UK anytime soon.
In rugby, England will face Australia in the quarter-finals for the World Cup. England finished top of their pool after their fixture against France was cancelled due to a typhoon. The match was officially ruled as a 0-0 draw. Fans who made the trip were dismayed by the decision.
It's absolutely deflating, really. You travel halfway around the world, you expect really good games, weather is closing in, and it's just such a shame.
Gutted, really disappointed.
Absolutely gutted. Yeah, I could cry now, to be honest. It's so sad. Really looking forward to it.
This week, a football match with a difference took place. Saints United FC are a collection of charity football clubs that comprise of players that have directly been affected by baby loss.
A football match with a difference began with an emotional minute's silence. Baby Loss Awareness Week gave 2 charity football clubs an opportunity to celebrate the lives of their children.
Obviously highly emotional. I play football for years, but when you get out there you've got this name on your chest, it's just, I don't know, it heightens everything. It's not a normal football game. We go into it with every intention of making it a charity game, a friendly, go in, result doesn't matter, but you can't have this name on your chest without it mattering, so I think that shows on the pitch. I mean, I run for 20 seconds up the stairs and I'm tired, but I can do 45 minutes out there just because little one's on my chest and I want to keep going, and all of the other dads, their babies, you want to keep going for them.
The football teams are both made up of fathers, uncles and grandfathers of babies that passed away before, during or shortly after birth. And the founders of the teams realise how much of a positive impact football makes to their teams' lives.
I think it's helped a lot of the dads immensely, because I know, without naming any of them specifically, I know that there was a few who hadn't been able to bring themselves to look into the remembrance boxes that we're given. One of the dads who reached out to us very early on was having very dark thoughts in terms of where he was at with his grief and the support that he needed, and I know that that's made an instant impact on not only him but his family.
It was evident that all of the players knew how the support that the players received from others in similar situations outweighed the results on the pitch. Brighton player Jamie Hyde is one of the players who left his Sunday League side to be involved in the Sands setup.
Thought it was right to do this and get into something that meant more than playing for my normal team and supporting just the men. Mental health is huge for guys. It's not spoken about enough, and to support everyone on the pitch, even the loudmouth ones behind me, is really good.
The teams don't just form themselves, it's the hard work and dedication of their founders that make this possible. Andy Lindley formed Sands United FC Brighton in February and has already seen the improvements in his own life.
We've achieved so much over such a short distance of time, or short amount of time, going from just me, one player, to over 32 registered players now. A personal journey as well, so I've gone from never really talking about my son Dexter to be able to stand in front of the camera and say his name loud and proud and with a smile on my face.
With Baby Loss Awareness Week ending on the 15th of October, for these lads it's just the beginning of their journey. The conversation will continue for the Sands teams as they continue to grow with clubs around the country while looking to build a safe and trusting environment to talk openly and honestly about the loss of their children. Harrison Reid, Solent Sports News, Arundel.
Long-distance athletes are going to have to up their game in future. Eliud Kipchoge became the first person to break the mark of a 2-hour marathon. Although not counted as an official world record, the Kenyan achieved his goal with a final time of 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds.
After in 1954, it took another 63 years. I tried and I not get. I know it's 65 years. I have tried. I'm the happiest man to run under 2 hours in order to inspire many people, to tell people that no human is limited. You can do it. I'm expecting more of the athletes in this all over the world to run under 2 hours after today.
There is also a new landmark for women to aim at as well. Bridget Kosgei set a new world record time of 2 hours, 14 minutes and 4 seconds. This smashed the previous record held by Britain's Paula Radcliffe by a massive 81 seconds. Thank you for tuning in. Join us later next week for more sports news.